Hello and welcome to another video. Today we take a look at Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi SH Figuarts. This is the reissue figure, and I'll mention how this differs from the original one, but I'll say this right now. First time I got this figure out, the first time I tried to swap his right hand, the peg snapped. So I had to go and replace it, and I guess I'll make another video showing how I replaced that arm, and just so other people out there can do the same, and hopefully. The thing about Figuarts is, as good as some of their figures are, if you do get any broken joints, it is impossible to find a replacement joint from Bandai themselves, so out of just buying another figure, there's really no way to get different parts. Fortunately, other companies have stepped in, and I will be making another video to see how that goes. If I don't upload a video like that, it means I failed to properly replace his arm. Otherwise, here's Luke Skywalker. Starting from the head there, the facial expression, the print and all that is pretty sharp and detailed and looks kinda like Mark Hamill at that stage. If you have one of the first releases of this figure, the face will be a little bit more blurry, and I've actually seen people prefer the blurrier face because, you know, our brain fills in the rest of the blank, whereas this is a bit too sharp and shows up the flaws a bit more. But I'm okay, I don't have the old one, I don't intend on picking up the old one, and as of right now, this one's decent, has a decent base design. What I don't like, however, is this golden hair. It's far too bright, far too shiny. So I'm thinking I will go over it with a black wash from one of the Games Workshop paints and just darken the hair color just a little bit and hopefully it'll look more natural. Some of the newer Star Wars Figuarts with hair seem to do a better job than this. The torso and suit design also pretty good. Kind of wish this figure would have a robe come with him, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna go on Tumblr and find some of those robes. There's a shop that sells them in brown and black colors, so I guess I'll get one each, and so I can fit the brown on some of the Jedi Masters, and Luke can have the black one. The body design is pretty decent, but it doesn't have that open flap like it is on the Death Star. It just has the closed one, and unfortunately, because of the tight suit, this figure has the same problem as many other SH Figuarts where the cuttings of the suit just looks a little bit awkward and looks kind of weird. I'm okay with it. It's awkward a little bit to me, but I can stand it, I can understand it. I'd rather have the articulation than have something that doesn't. So I want a toy, not a statue. If you want something that has no cuts whatsoever on the suit, get a statue, but then you can't actually play with it. Moving down to the hip area, that piece there you would think would be a softer plastic, but it's not. It's hard plastic and actually hinders articulation a lot. It's quite hard to get this Luke Skywalker figure to sit down properly, and I don't like that. With stuff like Figma figures where they use a lot of soft plastic, I'm iffy on that because I don't want the figure to break down and just degrade over time quite quickly. Whereas here, I feel like they should use just a little bit of soft plastic, or at least something that's a bit more rubbery than what we have here. This is just hard plastic, so it really does get in the way, and it can be quite frustrating. Over the hand, I mentioned earlier in the video that that peg just broke first try, so that was annoying. I've since replaced it, and it's on there quite fine. You can watch that other video that I'll upload a bit later, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, of me just finding the right joint to replace it, and it's working quite well right now. He's not popping out or anything, and I can swap hands quite easily. Down at the boots, it's a little bit too shiny, but it looks okay. It looks pretty decent. I like it a lot. The fists that come with the figure, he also has a pair of lightsaber holding hands and a pair of relaxed hands. He also comes with an alternate head, which is meant to resemble how he looks on Jabba's sail barge when he's fighting all the bounty hunters and guards. And yeah, this head just looks a little bit awkward. I'm not a fan of it. The cutting between the hair and the face is also very obvious. Really not a fan of this face. This figure also comes with a bonus Darth Vader unmasked head. Seriously? Why couldn't this head be with the Darth Vader figure? It's like they just really want us to buy both figures. And I'm guessing that the printing here is also going to be sharper than the first version, much like the Luke Skywalker figure. And of course he also comes with a lightsaber. Unfortunately, this lightsaber always has a little peg hole in it because this is where it plugs into the belt. Much rather they gave us a handle and one with the blade, but instead here, I guess this is because earlier days with the SH Figuarts Star Wars line, they just had this, unplug that, which is very loose by the way, so that's very easy to lose, and you have one with the laser on the end, so you can do that. Much rather they just gave us one full lightsaber and one off lightsaber, and they actually do that with newer Figuarts now, so that's definitely an improvement. So it's unfortunate that this one doesn't have that. Luke Skywalker has a double neck joint. Look far down, sideways, sideways, and full rotation here. The collar itself is actually on the neck joint, which actually doesn't really make much sense. Why would the collars move along with his neck? That's just a bit off. I'm not a fan of that. It also means that there's going to be an extra cut here on the suit where they could have avoided that and hidden the joint right there. The double socket joint for the shoulder with this piece to hide most of the joint. Arm goes up, full rotation here, and slight rotation here. Double elbow joint and a peg and swivel and a ball peg on the end. Torso goes up, down, sideways, sideways. Seriously, this figure really needs good articulation for how streamlined the suit is, but his rotating joint doesn't quite work here. It's very annoying. Can't really turn his body too much. That sucks. Belt is loose from the rest of the suit. That's good. Once again, this is a hard piece, this underwear piece here. That's very annoying. I can't even pull the legs down, stretch the legs down like a Kamen Rider double figure, so there's no hinge in there. I'm guessing it's just a ball peg hidden inside here. So leg goes up, back, sideways, and bit rotation here. Be mindful if you want to push this up, you just really want him to sit down, the plastic is going to push against each other and you're going to get scratch marks like I already have. Single knee joint, foot goes up, down, toe goes up, toe goes quite far down, and sideways leg. So Luke Skywalker figure is decent for originally one of the first Star Wars figures for Bandai to release. It's okay, but I'm glad that all of the other Star Wars figures that came out afterwards from Bandai have improved on the formula and are way better than it is right now. So yeah, a little bit of issues, a little bit of hiccups here and there, but we got good Star Wars figures now, so that's great. As always, if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, please click the thumbs up button. If you didn't like the figure, put the thumbs down button. As always, you can leave a comment below. Share this video with other people to help support this channel. And of course, watch with ad block turned off. And you can also support on Patreon if you want to do it that way. Check out the links below for the photo shoot of the figure, as well as some of the photos of the box art, instructions, and all the accessories. As always, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. May the Force be with you.